Let's look at this. We are asked to express this in partial fraction. The first step is we must first of all factorize the denominator. As you can see, this is polynomial. That means you must have the knowledge of polynomial before you continue with the partial fraction. What we always do is this. We are going to see how we can equate this to be equal to 0 through trial and error by saying f of x is equal to this denominator, that is 3 plus 4s squared plus s minus 6. We are going to first of all try 1 to see if by putting 1 here, if we can get 0 from here. Okay, this is 1, this is 4, this is 1 minus 6. This will produce 6. This is 0. It means 1 is a value of x. If s therefore is equal to 1, we bring this to this side to have minus 1 as equal to 0. Therefore, you can write this as a factor of this denominator. Now that we know that this is a factor of the denominator through this method of trial and error, we can go back to the denominator by saying the s minus 1, that is your factor, divide by everything here. This is polynomial. Okay? The first step now is we say this s raised to the power 3 divided by this x. You agree with me? That is s raised to the power 2. This s raised to the power 2 multiplied by this s. You agree with me? That is s again raised to the power 3. Then we say this minus 1 multiplied by s raised to the power 2. You agree with me? That will give us minus s squared. This and this will produce 0. We also say 4x raised to the power 2 minus, remember there's minus here, this minus this is 0. Then this minus this. This minus this. That is minus s raised to the power 2. Okay? That is 4s raised to the power 2. This multiplied by this is plus s raised to the power 2. We add these two to have 5s raised to the power 2. We put this here now. 5s raised to the power this. Then we bring this down. We bring this down. We continue the process again. This divided by this. That is plus 5x. 5s raised to the power 2 divided by x is this. We continue the process. This multiplied by this is 5s raised to the power 2. This multiplied by this is minus 5x. This and this will produce 0. They will say this x minus 5x. That is s plus 5x, which is 6x. So here is 6x. Then we bring this down. We continue the process again. This is s divided by x. You agree with me? That is 6. This multiplied by this is 6x. This multiplied by this is minus 6. Therefore, if you subtract this, you're going to have 0 for everything. That is, we are good to go. So now, we now know that this and this are the factors of this polynomial. All you have to do now again is to work on this, to factorize this. We have done factorization in this channel. How do you factorize this? We say, what are those two numbers? If you multiply them together, you have 6. If you add them, you have 5. That is 2 and 3. Therefore, we can say this is the first one. To replace this now, we say plus 2 and plus 3. Okay? Now that we know this, we come back to this place. That is this numerator to say all over. Instead of putting this, we put this. Okay? So this is the way to go. Remember, before we got here, we used polynomial. It's now we have to face partial fraction. To get the partial fraction of this, we say this is equals to a over this first one plus b over the second one, c over. Now, the next thing is, because we know that if I find the LCM of this now, I will still have this. I will say multiply throughout by this. By this. Okay, multiply throughout. Okay, if I multiply this by this, this will cancel. What will remain is this. Okay, if I multiply this first one by this and this will cancel. What will remain is a, s plus 2, s plus 3. If I multiply this by this and this will cancel. What will remain is this, this, and this. That is b, s minus 1, s plus 3. If I multiply this by this and this will cancel. C and this other one will remain, okay? That is c now, s minus 1, s plus 2. Okay? Now, it's time to solve for a. To solve for a, we go for this other one we want to eliminate. What is common between these two? As you can see, is s minus 1, s minus 1. Because it's s minus 1, s minus 1, that is s minus 1, we equate it to 0 to say s equals to 1. So what we are going to do now, we substitute 1 in place of s throughout. We say let s be equals to 1. Therefore, we say 3, 1, 2, 1, a, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3. If I put 1 here, this is 0. It will kill this. The same thing, 0 to kill this. Therefore, no need to waste our time with this. Already eliminated. This will give us 3. This is 11 plus 4 equal to, this will give us what? This will give us a, 3, 4. You agree with me that this and this will give us 14. Plus 4 is 18. So we say 18, therefore, is equals to this is 12a. Divide both sides by 12. A, therefore, is equals to 3 here is 6. 3 here is 4. 2 here is what? 3. 2 here is 2. That is 3 over 2 is our A. Now we have A as equals to 3 over 2. The next step now is to solve for B. To solve for this B, we look at this and this. What is common? As you can see, plus 2 is here, plus 2 is here. That is S plus 2 is common. Equate this to 0. S is equals to minus 2. Now let's equate S to minus 2 throughout. So we say let S be equals to minus 2. In place of this, we say 3 minus 2 minus 2 equals to, if I put minus 2 here, that is S minus 2, and this plus 2 will produce 0. It will kill this. The same thing will happen here. So no need to waste our time. We simply concentrate here. Okay? Now, you agree with me that this is 3. This will produce 4. This will produce minus 22 plus 4. This will produce minus 3. This will produce 1. This will produce 12. This will produce minus 3b. 12 minus 22 will give us minus 10 plus 4. Minus 10 plus 4 is minus 6. So here is minus 6 equals to minus 3b. We divide both sides by minus 3. This and this will cancel. This will produce 2. b therefore is equals to 2. Okay, so the next target now is to look for C. Again, to look for C, This remaining one, what is common here is this and this, that is s plus 3. It means we should equate s to be equal to minus 3. So we're going to say let's work on this other side, let s be equal to minus 3. Then we come here to say 3 minus 3 minus 3 equal to, no need for us to waste our time here because this will produce 0, this will produce 0. We concentrate here, that is c minus 3 minus 1 minus 3 plus 2. Okay? So now we're going to have c here. This is what? Minus 4 minus 1. That is, this multiplied by this is what? 4. This is what? 3 multiplied by 9 minus 33 plus 4. This will produce 27 minus 33 plus 4 equals to 4c. This and this will produce 31 minus 33. This will produce minus 2. Okay? It means therefore we're going to have minus 2 here equals to 4c. Divide both side by 4. This and this will cancel. You agree with me? 2 here is 2. 2 here is 1. That is minus 1 over 2 equals to c. So c therefore is equals to minus 1 over 2. Now we have our 3 values. 3 over 2, 2, and minus 1 over 2. Now, we go back to this place to replace this. Now we have a as what? 3 over 2. We come here to say, in place of a, we put 3 over 2. Then we put this remaining one. Plus b. b is what? 2. So simply put 2 here over s plus 2. For c is minus 1 over 2. It means therefore this should be plus, should be minus 1 over 2. S plus 3. So this is the final answer. Okay? Hope you understand this. Thank you for viewing.